Retargeting is a very powerful strategy. What it allows you to do is advertise to people that have already shown some sort of interest. And what we know is, using the 80-20 rule, we want to capture those people that have already raised their hand. So instead of necessarily only trying to chase after the 80% that didn't do anything, we need to look at the 20% that did and say, how do we better turn those interested parties into leads and sales? And so one of the things that we can do is we can take Facebook and we can set up a retargeting campaign, and we can advertise to people that have already done something based on our settings. So I'm going to show you this. I've done videos like this in the past, but being 2018 now, I want to make sure that this is current. So what I've done here is I've accessed the Power Editor and I've gone into business settings. So you've got Ads Manager, Power Editor, and business settings. When you go into business settings, scroll down and hover over this All Tools, and it will open this section here. And what you're looking for is your assets, because what we're going to do is we're going to build an audience that we're going to retarget to. So go ahead and click Audiences. Now, you're going to want to, the only way to do this is to already have a pixel on your website that's on all of your website pages in order for this to work. So if you haven't already done so, follow the steps for installing the pixel on your website or contact your webmaster to get that set up, and then you'll be able to do this retargeting ad. So what we can do here, let me just make this a little bit bigger so we can see it a little better. Go up here to Create Audience. Then we're going to click Custom Audience. And we're going to choose some sort of retargeting campaign, okay? So you can upload a list. You can create a list from people that have engaged with your content, which is really cool. For this particular video, I'm going to show you how to retarget to website traffic. So we're going to go ahead and click on website traffic. And now here's where it gets really, really cool. We're going to include people who meet any or all of the following criteria. So the first one that you can set up is quite simple. And right here it says, I want to retarget to anyone that has visited my website in the last 30 days. You can change that to 60 days. You can change that to 90. The maximum is 180 days at the time of this video. All right. Now, I've got one running right now. It's incredibly powerful, and it's super efficient at the 30-day mark. Now, what I need to do is split test that and go back 60 and 90 and see how those compare, maybe even to 180. But the 30-day mark is really bringing it home for me right now. Now, my website is the #2 organic traffic earner in Vegas for my real estate website, so I get a good chunk of traffic. And so what I want to do is I want to say, okay, I'm going to retarget anybody that visited my website, and I'm running an ad for homes that just listed in the last 24 hours. That's my ad, okay? Homes that just listed in the last 24 hours. And it's performing really well. And how I know this, besides any sort of conversion tracking, if I go over here to my Clicky account, this is one of my analytics tools that I use, Clicky. And if you want to try this tool, go to loristools.com, Lori, Loris, tools, TOOLS.com, loristools.com. And you can actually see all of the tools that I use. Well, if I go over here to my Vegas website, and I click on, let's just look at the last 7 days. Over here on the right-hand side are my top performing pages. Well, the #1 position is this retargeting ad. And the reason I know that is because I actually set up a unique URL in my IDX broker account that allows me to build saved links, and nobody else has that link except for the retargeting ad. So I know that that page is being visited. I know the ad is working for clicks. And I will tell you that your cost per click on conversion ads is going to be much higher because it's so targeted. You're going to spend more money on it, but it's super efficient. Now I can tell if I'm getting leads from it because I have my conversion tracking in and it shows me how many leads I got. But here, I want to show you something really powerful. Watch what I can do. I can say all web visitors in the past 30 days. And then I can say people that visited specific web pages or visitors by time spent. Now, what we know is the longer dwell time, the longer people are spending on a page or on a website, the more interested they are. So I can say, you know what, I want to spend my money, but I've got a lot of traffic, and so I'm not going to be able to reach all those people anyway. For example, my potential reach, how many people my ad could be shown to is 11,000 for the past 30 days. Well, in order to better target that, I'm smarter by saying I only want to send traffic to the people, my top 25%. Remember that 80-20 rule? The top 25% that spent the longest amount of time in the last 30 days, okay? And now I'm going to name this audience, and I'm going to say top dwell time on Ballen Vegas. And I'm going to create that audience, okay? And now what's going to happen is Facebook's going to start doing its work. See here it says populating. And once the audience size is large enough, I'll be able to run a specific ad to it. And all I have to do is click on that audience, and I'll be able to go up to actions, and I can edit it. I can create a lookalike audience. What I can also do is click on it and create an ad, or I can go into, here's the create an ad button here. Once the audience is populated, it's not populated yet, but that'll be ungrayed out. Or when I go in to create a new ad, I can just select this audience. So there's a couple ways to do that. Now, another cool thing I want to show you, if I go to create audience, this is also really cool. And I'm going to go to website traffic. I can say, we're going to look at all website visitors, okay? And you can choose people that became a lead, but I'm going to do something different. I'm going to go over here to include more, and I'm going to say people who page view. Oops, I meant to exclude, sorry. Everybody who visited my website who did not visit, exclude page view. Refined by URL. Okay, so we're going to do it this way. We can do it a couple ways, but we'll say anybody who visited Ballen Vegas and we're going to exclude anybody who also visited this page. Well, the page I want to go grab, and I'm going to show you why I'm doing this, is my IDX broker thank you page, and I just need to grab that right here. Oh, I think I have it on a shortcut. Let me see. Yeah, I do. Okay, hold on. I'm going to open this in a new tab. So what this page is here, this is the thank you page. This is the, oops, I need to get it before it goes to the, there we go, copied it. This is the page that shows up when somebody registers to become a lead. Okay, so it was this thank you page right here. I have a bookmark. See how up here it says IDX/thank you? Well, what I want to do is say, okay, oops, I did it again. Hold on. I just copied the long URL. There we go. Now I got it. I want to go back to my ads and say, anybody that visited Ballen Vegas in the last 30 days, and we're going to exclude anybody who visited this page. And what that means is we're excluding anybody that became a lead. Because the only way that they could get to that thank you page is if they registered for IDX. So we're going to exclude anybody. So now I'm going to say I'm targeting ballenvegas.com exclude leads, IDX leads, and create an audience. So again, if I've got a reach of 11,000 and I'm trying to target my top visitors who didn't become a lead, this is going to take that reach from 11,000 down, right? And or I could also combine those. Show me people who visited my Vegas website who only my top 25% who didn't become a lead. Or I may want to set one up that says only create an audience around people that became a lead. So I could do it this way. Create audience, custom audience, website traffic, include people. Oops, the other one was supposed to be all, not any. If you want to include this and this, it needs to be selected all, not any. So I would go back to this one here, and I would edit that. And it should have been all, not any. There we go. Because I want and, not or. That's how to know if you want to use any is or, all is and. Okay, so let's go back and do this again. Create audience, custom audience, website traffic. Include all website visitors in the last 30 days who, further narrow, visited this page. URL contains. So now I'm targeting only Ballen Vegas IDX leads. So now you're really targeting your top 20% because these people actually already registered. Well, you know what happens is people register with bogus emails, they register with bogus phone numbers, they don't return your calls, you're chasing them. But what you know is those people are interested in real estate, either buying or selling. They may already have an agent. We don't know that. They haven't told us that one way or another. So we're retargeting them to better get their interest, to get them back on the website. Another powerful thing that this does is it creates repeat visitors to your website, which is a positive signal to Google, which can also be beneficial in your search engine rankings. So that's your lesson today on how to use Facebook ads to retarget your website traffic.